Good morning. Sidekick Guy here. How are you all doing today? Well, it's good. Coming to you live from the Walmart parking lot. It's early in the morning. The reason we're here is because, as you know, as of today, October 1st, that's right, no more Walmart orders for DoorDashers. Now, I know we kind of have a love-hate relationship with this place, but, I have 5 Walmart stores in the Lithia Springs zone. And so they were a source of regular runs, regular income. Sometimes I got some bad deliveries. I got my application into Spark. I've been on the waiting list allegedly for, I don't know, almost a year. I think I should just reapply at this point. Nothing seems to be happening. A big shout out today to Welty. He did a video talking about beating the clock. And, that's a little game that I play. And he played it with his entire shift. And really, I only used beat the clock on shop and deliver orders because I thought that that's where I was wasting a lot of my time. But to do it for a whole shift actually was kind of interesting to me as well too. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be micromanaging basically this shift. I'm going to look at every order, how long we spent on it, how much money we made per hour on that order, and then how much idle time we had, and then what the adjusted price would be. The sun's coming up literally as I'm making this video, so it's kind of illuminating me over here. So as the sun rises in Lithia Springs, let's go back to work and get some more orders. I created this spreadsheet and I'll make it available online for tracking purposes. It's got some formulas built into it that are kind of cool. Today was not a typical day. We had peak time all day long. Today I'll also be showing the full cards on every screenshot so that you can see that the times are on there. This was the first run I got. It was not a run I wanted to take because it took me out of my district. But basically, every call was either out of district or coming back into my zone. So we took it anyway. It was $18. I drove back to my zone as fast as I could. And as I was coming back, I got this one from Hardees for $19. And this Hardees is notorious for being closed this time of the morning. Come on. Oh, it looks pretty dark inside. Ha ha ha. Must be the easiest $10 I've ever made. Pitch black, except for the drive-through. What's funny is sometimes we can actually see the orders on their systems inside. Let's take a look. We'll use that for our photo if we can. Our closed store photo. Yeah, there it is. This was a huge bump to our hourly income, albeit a little unrealistic, as there was no idle time and no delivery time. This was run number 3, McDonald's. The $4.50 peak time is really boosting our income. The next 2 runs were from ChickfilA. Note the one on the right was almost $2.61 a mile, and the delivery time seemed a little odd, but we'll get to that on the next run. This one was Dollar General. This one came in after about an hour of idle time, but I did all the shopping in about 1 minute, and the store was only about a minute away from my house. So I know that I didn't spend 15 minutes on this order, and in fact, if you look at the times on my phone, I didn't spend 15 minutes on this order. So that's a little glitch DoorDash must have with the timing of the deliveries. We're still doing really good though. That hour hurt us, but we're going to catch up. In fact, let's check in with Side Gig Guy right now. Well, today's been kind of busy and slow. This morning it was just busy like crazy with big orders, but then it died down really bad. We were idle for almost an hour before we got that Dollar General delivery, and it was just so quiet. I did a little filming and just went home and just sat, talked to my wife, and waited, like I said, well over an hour before we got that next run. But then it picked up after we did that one, and we did it really quick. We got another one. We've got it with us right now. It's Hardees, and let's get that one dropped off. We dropped off the Hardees one with no issues, and then the next order we got was another high-paying McDonald's order. But you can notice on the time there, it's more or less time than we actually spent. We spent more time than that. That's because they subtract out the time that you're actually waiting at the store. Keep that in mind as well. That's pretty standard. One of the things I like to do when I'm waiting at McDonald's is, if they have any good deals, I will get something to eat. I'm not a big fast food person, but I've got their app, and I opened up their app, and they had a $1 breakfast sandwich deal. It's like, wow, I would eat a breakfast for $1. I think I can handle that. So So I got myself a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit while I waited for my food to be prepared. Another high pay order, this time from Starbucks. It was $1.91 a mile. This day has just been awesome. We had that little lull, I think, for about an hour maybe, but otherwise it has just been off the hook busy. We just picked up these 2 orders at Papa John's, and one of them had a hidden tip for $14, something like that. So that's awesome, and it was a short distance too. So we're on our way to drop off the second one now. After that came Chick-fil-A, a high pay order at $3.61 a mile. And then after that one came Al G's Liquor Store, also a high pay order at $2.50 per mile. This next one I declined, and I felt a little guilty, like maybe I was starting to get greedy with all the high pay orders. But literally right after I declined it, I got this huge high pay order from Johnny's Liquor Store. So I think I made the good call. Well, T, you are a good man, and I just want you to know, though, with that last order, I beat your clock. And in fact, we were. At this point in the day, we were getting order after order, and each one, even including the idle time, we were still over $20 an hour. However, I also had noticed that all the peak time had ended, and I also had 2 orders in a row with no tip. So I was starting to think that maybe it was time for me to call it a day. So I logged off and headed over to the gas station to get gas so we could see how much fuel we actually used on this day as well, since we were micromanaging it. All right, I've got up our daily side gig tracker. Let's look at this by the day. And you can see that we made about $20 an hour after gas. And oh wait, you think that $9 worth of gas isn't accurate? Here's the proof. Actually less than $9. So if we wouldn't have included gas, we would have had about $21 an hour in profit. And I show a full 8.5 hours of working time here. But really, that's literally the entire time. There was an hour of dead time that I just sat here hanging out with my wife. I don't know if we can really call that work, but nevertheless, it was the entire shift. So there you have it. Not really a typical shift. It was amazing with all that peak pay that we had, but breaking it down by the run was actually really interesting. So I'm glad that Welty suggested that. And you can see I've got it up here on the screen, all the runs that I did, and a column that has how much I made per hour on that run, and then all the idle time prior to that run counted in how much I made per hour. And I'll share this spreadsheet. I'll put it up on my cloud drive, and it's available for free. If you want to download it and use it, that's great. I'll put some instructions in the instruction tab. Should be easy enough to follow. Thanks again for watching. 2 things I need you to do before you sign off. Number 1, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And number 2, head over to Welty's channel and check out his content. He's about 10 times funnier than I am, I'll just tell you that right now. Thanks for watching.